Hey guys, my name is Marta, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Wild Geese by Soula Emmanuel. This is a recently released novel by a trans Irish author, and in the story we follow our main character Phoebe Ford, who is a trans woman who has immigrated from Ireland to Copenhagen in order to both live her life as a woman and do her PhD in something that I have already forgotten about. This is a novel that explores sexuality, identity, and being foreigner abroad, and that at the same time briefly discusses other themes such as growing up, friendship, and family relationships. The story begins as this old friend of Phoebe, Grace, arrives in Copenhagen and decides that she wants to spend some time with her. However, she is more than an old friend to Phoebe, so Phoebe at the beginning doesn't feel too comfortable letting her in, since they used to be together as a couple before Phoebe transitioned into a woman. The novel, or at least most of it, takes place during a couple of days in which Grace is staying in the city and in which the two women rebuild their relationship and old friendship while they walk around the city and visit places that are not interesting at all to read about, if I am being honest. The book is mostly about their different conversations, how they are both learning about each other, and at the same time we as a reader get to learn more about their past, more about Phoebe's struggles as a trans woman when she first began her transition and moved to Copenhagen, as well as nowadays, and about Grace's life back in Ireland and London, since she also spent some time living there. This is a book that also talks about, in those conversations between our main characters, growing up and growing old and finding something worth doing in your life. It's a book that then briefly discusses the future of younger generations as well as their dreams and how they are sometimes not met. However, as I have said, the most important part of the book is the part in which our main characters start to rebuild the relationship, because as you can easily predict from the fact that Grace goes to Copenhagen, they get together again. They seem to have feelings from one another, and you can easily predict that they not exactly fall in love, but are enchanted by the other one, I would say. This is a book then about rediscovering one's sexuality and about falling in love, or at least thinking that you have fallen in love. When it comes to my personal opinion, because I don't want to talk much about it because I did not enjoy this book at all, I found this book to be pretty boring. I found the most part of it to be very tedious, and I did not like the writing style at all. I didn't really click with our main character Phoebe, so I didn't like her narrative voice, and Grace was sometimes a tiny bit annoying too. I did, however, appreciate the conversations it had, but for the most part I have to say that this book was not for me. It didn't really have a solid plot that one could get hooked on, despite the characters being insufferable, and it did not provide me with what I wanted it to provide me. The book was also very boring at some scenes, especially in those that they were visiting the city or just getting drunk, and I found most of those descriptions to be a waste of my time. It's, however, a book that reads really quickly, so I managed to easily get through it, but I have to admit that at multiple times during my reading experience, I thought about DNFing it. This is then a novel that I don't think I would recommend to everyone. It's a book that I think you are going to like if you like books that focus more on the characters, and if you are intrigued about reading about a trans woman living abroad and rebuilding her life. I think you could give this book a chance. However, I do not think it's the best book out there, even though it is a great own voices story. So overall, because I don't want to talk about this book at all, I really disliked it. I gave it 2 stars. I didn't like the main character at all, as I said. I didn't like the story, I didn't like the way it was executed, and I found some scenes to be incredibly cheesy. And as someone who doesn't really like to read romance, and who mostly reads romance that also dives into different topics, the romance in this book was insufferable, and the main character's relationship was stupidly unbelievable and surreal, because how the fuck can you fall in love with someone if you had already broken up with them and now they are a complete different person? I absolutely do not understand that, and I found the relationship in this book disgusting because of the way the 2 main characters acted and the way the 2 main characters thought about themselves. I feel like they thought that they were the center of the world, and I really cannot stand that in a novel. So yeah, absolutely hated this. I think I'm going to down the 2 stars 1 star rating, because as the more I talk about it, the more I hate it. So yeah, awful novel for me. If you liked it, that's okay. And if it sounds nice to you, you can give it a try. But personally, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. So yeah, Wild Geese, go away from my life. And yeah, comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you read that book and what were your thoughts on it. Subscribe to my channel if you see more from me. Give this video a like if you liked it, and I hope you guys are amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!